Spring has sprung, and so has the ACC home slate for Syracuse softball. It's the Orange and the Clemson Tigers. They square off as Syracuse begins its home slate in conference. And welcome to Skytop Softball Stadium. Luke Burgess joined alongside Hudson Ridley.
All ACC second team selection.
0-2 is shot down the left field line, and it gets down for an early base hit. Take a look at the starting lineup for the Tigers. Well, best on best right now, 1-1 count. The pitch from Knight is rolled over to the left side, picked up by the third baseman Breen. She tosses on to second for the force out, and that's all Syracuse will get. They can't turn two.
Blowing it down in the middle of the zone. It fell off a table and no swing.
2-2 is shot off the inside of the bat and caught on the left side. Bernie gets over to it, and two gone. That's a big out for Syracuse in this first inning. Madison Knight, who's on the mound right now. And three of the first four batters you face if you're Syracuse with more than 5 homers. Popped up in the middle of the infield, handled by Ramos, and a quick first inning.
RBIs, kind of a career day. The senior from Gulfport, Mississippi.
Yeah, big day for her against Niagara in the midweek, and she shoots one straight into the ground out in front of home plate and hustles down the line for a single early. Vieira kept it in front there. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Throw down to second on a steal, and it gets away. So on the strikeout, almost a strike him out, throw him out play, but
such a clean takeoff. It looked much closer than it was.
And now she takes off again, a bunt back to the pitcher and sacrifice onto first. So 2 outs in the inning, and that moves Bernie all the way up to third base. Full count now, big spot early on in the first inning. Basinger's pitch is shot to the right side and into the glove of Moore. She fields onto first, and that ends the first inning. Scoreless on both sides. And the first walk from Knight left the change of pace upstairs. And so another leadoff base runner on. Shot toward the left side, chance for 2. Toss on to second, back to first, not in time. So a fielder's choice again. Vieira out at second.
0 for 9 in that stretch.
Both these teams with run rule victories in the midweek. 14-1 for, and the throw down on a steal. Head first dive, got her. Morales Alves, Minish isn't fully convinced.
And a cannon, late look from Alves, still a speedy throw. And
so the call on the field from the umpires, Minish ruled safe at second base because the ball popped out of the glove, shot through the middle, and that has a chance to score a run. The throw in from Lopez on the send, and she's safe. Misses the tag at home. Clemson scores first. And it's an RBI base hit.
And her dead to rights. And a quick shoot up the middle. It got to Lopez so quick that there was a good chance. It put it in a good spot, but Alves was just a little bit too far behind the plate to jump up and make any difference. Just slight, have pretty consistently been there.
You already saw Bernie get all the way to third base, I should say, in that first inning. Pop fly to the left side, and onto it is Lantier for the catch and the second out.
Neves can win. Obviously, she let us know there's not a lot of series that you can win in the ACC. This, though, she says, is one of them.
And a 4-pitch walk for Knight. Knight does not issue many free passes whatsoever. All ball tactics to try and score, especially early in games. And this one shot to the left side, gets down into left field. The send around third. The throw is up the line. And it's a single plus 1 more. Clemson tacks on another. 2 runners in scoring position in a 2-0 game.
Just barely fair. Be late, be great. The side swipe from Alex Brown down the left field line. Not enough on the throw from Lantier to make a difference. 2-0 Clemson early. Better
Get as much power as you would down south with a warmer season. The 0-2 is lined down the left field line, gets down. The slide attempt for Lantier kicks toward the wall. 2-run score. It's an extra base hit. Maddie Moore continues to deliver in the clutch. She's fired up. 4-0 Tigers.
Boy, back-to-back hits in the same exact spot. This time, though, a righty to line it up beautifully down the line, and you see it clip off the glove of Lantier. That gave plenty of extra room.
Swung on and missed. She struck her out. Syracuse gets out of it, but not before Clemson scores 4. Big offensive inning for the Tigers.
This is a great color matchup
Battle of
game.
the orange. One, two. Swung on and missed, and a strikeout early. Attempted to go chasing. Madison Knight to the dish. She pops one to center field. Rock and roll there for the easy second out.
And quickly 2 away, and this is something Syracuse really, Basinger's had good velocity. Would expect to see fastball high here.
Bounces the 3-2 pitch and a walk. Not surprising, Basinger. 1-2. Grounded to the left side. Backhand scoop from Collins. Tossed to first. And she gets the out there. 2 innings played. Clemson on top. 4-0 Syracuse. 1-1 shot to the right side and straight into the glove of Ramos. Quick first out for Knight. Exactly what she needed. That's beneficial for any of these lefties at the plate. You got some pull hitters up there. 2-2. Swung on and missed. There's a K for Knight.
Those bats have been working too so far. Just 4 combined hits, but drawing a walk, playing small ball.
Bunted back to the mound for Knight. She throws on to first easily. And the first 1-2-3 inning of the afternoon.
On these pitches, picking her spots and picking the corners beautifully.
Quick, too. Lantier shoots one. The infield drawn in. Throw to first, and she beats it out. Well, dangerous speed for Lantier. She pinch runs a bunch. Only 1 stolen base in her. Bernie lays down the bunt. Back to the mound. Toss onto first. They won't try to. Nice sacrifice for Bernie. Moves the runner up into scoring position.
Just want to get 1 on the board right now if you're Shannon Depking. That's the base paths right now, kind of a second leadoff for Syracuse.
And a bumper down the third baseline. Easy toss onto first. Lopez grounds out, and the runner stays at second with the ball shot over to third. Full count pitch from Basinger. Takes outside, and there's another walk.
A delayed strike, too, from Ed Clark. That changeup, though, low and away against lefties has been working.
0-2, swung on and missed. Basinger finishes it off. Allows a couple on. 1-for-1 for Johnson. Her first time to the plate in the second inning. She skies one out to left field. Trailing in on it is Lantier, and she makes the grab. Trying to retire the first 2 of the inning. Shot over the left side. Overhead, the shortstop, Bernie, into the outfield, and the throw to second is in time. Collins gunned down. And a nice outfield assist for the Cuse. A single turns into an out. Just a little poke off the end of the bat. Great effort from Bernie as well at short, trying to get up there and just almost grazed the top of her glove. The throw from Lopez on the money for the second out.
And not just the throw, talk about the range to get to it. Relay in time.
Pitch threshold now.
2-strike count facing a lefty. She's gone inside a lot in these spots today.
Brackenborough lines the 2-2 out to short, and it's caught right there. 7 in a row set down for Madison Knight. Couple of their players brought them in as two ways and focused on the pitching side. 2-2, check swing, strike three call, doesn't matter. Making 4 strikeouts for Basinger. Knight's a pretty aggressive hitter, kind of matches her pitching style, to be honest, and she sends one sky high toward third base. Brown underneath it, and it's Brown who makes the catch. 2 gone.
Back-to-back first pitch swinging from Knight. To do something with the big bat, if you get a pitch you like, she certainly has the green light.
Shot to the right side and caught. Handled easily. We'll talk to Shannon Depking when we come back here. Syracuse down 4-0 through.
It has been so effective. 3 runs from Clemson have come down the left field line.
This one's ripped hard to the right side, sneaks through the middle. Splits the 2 infielders on the right side and a leadoff single.
Oler and Cintron.
Talked about their presence all afternoon long. This one's sent to the edge of the outfield. Nice catch racing back from Ramos, and 1 gone.
Now,
I can say the same for most teams. That one is blasted to right field, over the net, way gone. 2-run shot for Julia Noller. Clemson on top, 8-0.
That's exactly what you come to expect from Julia Noller. Are blasts like that. My goodness, it was crushed, looked at, admired. See you later. 10th of the year, that leads Clemson.
Yeah, and there's a preschool little.
Absolutely smoked.
Doesn't matter if you're playing in a hitter-friendly ballpark, Hudson, if you're hitting them that far. And there's another one driven out to right field. That one is gone. Back-to-back jacks. Macy Cintron adds on 1 more. Clemson is going crazy. 7-zip.
Boy, similar parts of the ballpark too. This time, be late, be great. A lot of torque behind the freshman Cintron. That nearly left the netting as well. Back-to-back, not just jacks, but no doubters from Clemson. 4 runs, all of them earned 2 walks and 2 strikeouts for SU's ace.
Lined into left center field, gets down toward the wall, and the 4th hit of the inning, a stand-up double. 3-1 count, 4 hits for Clemson in the inning, 3 runs on the board already, and she walks. Well, like you mentioned, Hudson, walks have been a blow-up 5th inning here. Back-to-back homers from the Tigers, and you see some little kids out there sitting on that little preschool bench. The first homer went way over that. Strikeout for Jackson on a swing from Johnson. Possible. The offense hasn't really needed it in this inning, though. Ball 2 strikes. Popped up off the inside of the bat on the infield, and Breen is right there for the easy catch.
Exactly. So much experience, 28 years of it.
Very personable guy. Ground ball over to third to start the inning, and a 1-pitch, 1-out result for Taylor Posner. Important wins for Clemson, who has a chance to get above 500 if they can hold on today, and it's certainly looking good. 1-2, swung on and missed. Change of pace, 61 on the gun. Back to the top of the order, ground ball straight to the second baseman, and easy flip on to first. A 1-2-3 inning. Clemson making things look easy. We'll head to the 6th after this. It's out for me, and Clemson, Hudson, just done such a good job of limiting the offense for Syracuse. No one on base in the last few innings.
Yeah, the one that stands out to me, 2 for SU.
And an early single for Breckenbrough on base. Again, Clemson.
Just trying to get SU through without having to use an extra arm.
Off the end of the bat, looped out into the right center field corner. It drops in front of the warning track. Racing around third. Here comes Breckenbrough. The throw home. Got her. Throw to third. And she slides in. Swim move to the right side. And so that turns a double into a runner at third, but Syracuse prevents the run from scoring.
And just a flare to the right side, but yet another good relay from Syracuse and a good throw from Ramos, leading Alves up the line.
The tag was applied, and we've already got a decision. Here's one more look at it.
Oh boy, that was awfully close. I don't know.
It looked to me like she had the tag under the arm. Seems like she held it on. I think this would stand.
That really cracked this game open.
Popped up toward the outfield wall, tracing back, and a good catch from Lopez. Runner tags from third and scores easily. Clemson adds on an eighth, but 2 outs in the inning. Moore on the sac fly picks up the RBI.
To Tamara.
Trying to salvage a game of this series. Syracuse gets out of it. Jackson holds on. The Orange trailing big through 5.5. Syracuse.
First 2 games of that series started with mercy rules.
Shot towards second base, moved over to Moore, and she flips on to first for the first out. 0 for 3 now for Lopez. She's just been held silent.
She really has. SU's best.
The 1-0, ripped to the right side, stays fair down the line, and there's a hit for Syracuse, the first knock since all the way back in that third inning. Spots where she didn't want them to be. Ramos may be the exception to that in the lineup today. Throw down to second, runner takes off, and she's out. A costly steal attempt doesn't work in the favor of SU. 2 gone.
You want to talk about a cannon behind the dish by Vieira, and just a great tag as well. That was not an easy ball to rein in from Marion Collins. To swing away, just try to get something going for this offense in the waning moments.
And a 5-pitch walk. Morales Alves on base for the first time today, and from the pinch hitter Signalia. 2-2 pitch. Shot to the right side, fair over the first baseman's head. Rounding second is Morales Alves. She gets into third, and there's runners at the corners with 2 gone. Again, inside and a walk tonight. Bases juiced. Fantastic at-bat from Madison Knight.
It's something.
The dugout hasn't lost any momentum. They're still loud. You can hear them in the background. 1-2 on the ground to the right side, through the infield. Runner comes around from third, the throw home. And it's not in time, safe. Syracuse gets 1 on the board, an RBI single from Tessa Gallipo.
And for Syracuse, still just good morale there. Getting a run on the board, kind of spiked it into the ground a little bit, and in no man's land right underneath the glove.
A little bit for Basinger, and you saw Posner a little bit early trying to bring the barrel around there. This time she rolls one over to the left side, shortstop onto it, toss to first. Syracuse puts 1 on the board, but leaves the bases juiced.
Put in 2 as her pitch count has climbed. That swing and miss stuff has had a lot more bite to it in the last 10 or so pitches.
To that point, Hudson, she hasn't pitched a ton this year, and she gets a nice K there. Goes right back to the same pitch.
Coming over from Georgia. Good ties in the South.
Low pitch is skied out to the left side, and Bernie there for the catch.
Teams pitching in hard environments against good players. That's exactly what Sydney Jackson's done, but that toughens you up.
Her 3-0 outside for a 4-pitch walk. Ball and a strike. Grounded up the left end, and it's through the middle of the infield. Splits the fielders on the left side.
1 pitch away for Jackson.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Looper into center field. Lopez onto it for the catch. 6.5 played. Clemson with a
pinch hitters where some of the more veteran lineup could not do that.
And you have to be realistic, as that one's shot toward the third baseman. She can't field it. Brown struggles to come up with it. And seemingly that'll go as an error.
But at this point, it's not worth wasting an arm to take her out. You got to let her finish this game.
Bunt back toward the mound, on to second for one, can't go back to first, not enough time for the double play.
To gauge from Madeline Lopez when you have so much control.
And there you go, only took one more pitch, a walk for Lopez. She reaches for the first time today, puts runners at first and second.
Pretty momentous at-bat with a runner in scoring position.
Huge moment for the three-hitter. She grounds it back to the pitcher, and Basinger takes the easy out at first. So both runners move up, second and third.
The Orange pull them off pretty consistently to at least get something going.
This one popped out to left field. Johnson underneath it. She makes the catch, and that'll do it. Clemson rolls to an 8-1 victory behind the arm of Reese Basinger. The Orange don't show up in game one of a weekend series at Skytop Softball Stadium. Want to give a big thanks to our entire crew, led by our producer, Kristen Hennessy, on a cold day, manning the cameras as well down there.